MIZFKU. Yeah, y'all still the ops. We ain't forgot. Y'all better not make me get up off this couch. All right, let's do this. Hello, everybody. My name is Brianna, and welcome back to CareFreeBri. So glad you could join me. Please like and share this video, and also please subscribe to this channel. Tell your mama, tell your baby mama, tell your baby daddy, tell whoever you gotta tell. Just tell them about me. Also, make sure you tune into my blog at CareFreeBriblog.com. Every week, every Sunday, I post a new blog post. And this past week, my new blog post is entitled, I Got a New Job and I'm Terrified. That's what it's called, so go ahead and check that out. And of course, last but not least, please go ahead and check out my PayPal and my Patreon accounts. Becoming a Patreon member will give you inside access to some of the things that I'm doing, other things that are brewing in the making, so be on the lookout for that. As you can see, I'm wearing these beautiful pair of tiger ears because it is my alma mater's homecoming week. So I had to go all out because unfortunately I cannot make it to the festivities this year. It's my very first year not going to homecoming and I'm so upset. So I had to get my homecoming on right from my couch. So as you can see, my nice little, Mizzou sweater, my little ear. It's gonna be some talking smack up in here. It's gonna be some riding for my school. It's gonna be riding for Black Mizzou in particular. We'll get to that later. But until then, let's go ahead and jump into this week. But first, okay, chamomile again because this was stressful. Wildin'. A lot of y'all are. Let's get into it. Starting with Thursday. Thursday, my L by far was that I was late to work. I was stressed out. I was scrambling. I just needed the day to be over. But the good part is for my W, my job officially announced to the rest of my team that I will be leaving for a new position elsewhere because of blessings on blessings on blessings. And so it was really good to get just so much encouragement from my coworkers. I work with some amazing people. It was just so good to hear from them and to be encouraged by them. Made me feel a little bit less nervous, so that was nice. Friday, I was still over it. I think like the closer my last day comes, I'm getting just some senioritis. I was just like, look, let's just not even do this Friday. Let's just skip it. I'm tired. I'm flaring up. Let's just not. Totally took the L for that the whole day. But at least when I walked into the office, I got a free donut from my team. Every Friday we have these stand-up meetings and they offer free donuts at the meetings. My personal theory is that they do that to distract us from the fact that we are being underpaid for our work, but whatever, I got a free donut. Saturday was very interesting. As many of you know, I have a cat named Audrey. She's around all the time. And cats are a lot like people, and that's why people sometimes don't get along with them. Well, the way my cat is like a person is that she has bad days, just like people. And she was not on her best behavior at all. I can't really blame her too much for it because I went and visited my grandma and I took her with me because my grandma loves her and she loves my grandma. But I had to put her in her crate and get her in the car. She just gets really stressed out with that. She's a house cat, so like going anywhere outside is just not a good thing. So she was giving me hell all day. I was not happy with it. But like I said, we went over to visit my grandma. She poured us up some wine. It was so delicious. It was really good too. Peach and everything. But yeah, like it was just so nice to be with my grandma, celebrate her birthday. It was October 1st, and so I got her a card and we talked and chatted. And then also my parents made a surprise visit into town, so they were over in the burbs with us for that evening as well. So it was great to spend time with my family in general, but it was just so great being with my grandma. Sunday, I was disassociating a lot, like having a lot of out-of-body stuff happening. Like I was gonna go to church, I didn't. I was gonna run errands, I didn't. Like it halted my whole morning and afternoon, but I made sure still to make it over to my grandfather's house on my mother's side. And I visited up with them and chatted with them, and my parents were over there for a little bit too, but my uncle and my grandfather live in Roseland. For those of you who don't live in Chicago or aren't familiar with it, Roseland is one of the neighborhoods on the south side that's known for being pretty tough. It's called the Wild Hunters for a reason, and they are on 102nd LaSalle, so there's that. But yeah, like it still feels like home. I'm from Bloomington, but Chicago is my second home, and these are the places I've always been. So it was just good to be around family again and talk with my grandfather. Monday, I ran for the bus like an idiot. My gosh. Okay. I'm not supposed to be running for anything just out of nowhere. I know I'm supposed to be stretching. If anybody, I need to stretch. I need to do some deep breathing, and then we can walk into a run. But to just take off running after a bus, hell no. No. All types of bad. I was feeling awful after that. Great way to start the week, right? But with that being said, I started my last week at the office. I was just like, wow, this is really the last Monday that I have to go into an office and look at all these grouchy people and stare back at them with my grouchy face because none of us want to be here and we're all tired. And then for Tuesday, I'm gonna start off with the W because my W was just the whole day. I had an amazing day on Tuesday. Just visiting with coworkers, doing my work, writing the stuff I wanted to write. I'm also teaching myself how to play the guitar. And not just like any guitar, like a Spanish guitar that my dad handed down to me named La Valenciana, aka Valley for short. No, like really that's what it says on the inside label, like it says La Valenciana, and it's this big thing. But yeah, it was just good to just be free off the pure rush of life and knowing that you've got some great things ahead. With that said, I flared up like a mug, okay, last night, and it was awful, and it kept me up for hours, and so I'm very, very tired because I did not get much sleep because pain kept me up. So that is my L. But like I said, the day was my W, so there's that. And for today, Wednesday, my L was that, I went to my doctor's appointment and my doctor wasn't there. The whole building was shut down. Like apparently the system didn't register that I had an appointment. Literally an hour, 15-minute commute by public transportation just to get from Hyde Park on the south side to Lakeview on the north side. And she wasn't there. And I was like, I came here for nothing. But then she was like, wait, I can pencil you in later. So it was all good. We got it figured out. Plus I was able to be downtown and get some work done at a coffee shop, eat some lunch. It was fine, I guess. And with that, of course, you might have guessed it. This week I am ruling a W. I've had some ups and downs, but the good thing is that I am headed upwards, even with my setbacks. Now that we've got my positivity out of the way, let's get into some bullcrap. The big L's and big W's of the week. The big L goes to, believe it or not, Mr. Kanye West. Now, I did a whole video about Kanye and going to his Sunday service. I would totally just go back and rewatch that. I'm gonna link that below because this is so important for how I'm gonna address this and how I view this. I mentioned in there that I don't tend to cancel people like that anymore, right? I put them in timeout unless they did something horrible, like, you know, a Robert Kelly type of thing. But yeah, that's what I did with Kanye. I gave him a year break, and for a year, he at least was not repeating the same horrible behavior he had before. So when my friend came up with an extra ticket to go to a Sunday service in Chicago, I said, I might as well. It's free, and sure. And I got what I needed from it, and from there on, I took him off of the naughty list, and he was on probation. But because he wants to do some tomfoolery, guess who's back in trouble again? Mr. Kanye West, please come to the principal's office. I would like a word with you. But here's what happened. Kanye's been doing these Sunday service things, right? And they've generally gone okay, you know, just, you know, gospel music and, you know, Kanye stands or whatever. Well, Kanye decided to go to Salt Lake City, Utah, and instead of keeping this solely based on spirituality, solely based on God, he turned this into a political moment to champion the fact that he is a black man who supports Trump and that he is not going to let people tell him that because he's black, he can't support Trump, and that that is a form of slavery to listen and adhere to that, and he has freedom of speech and blah, 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 blah. Shut the hell up. Talking about some of the Republican Party was the one that freed the slaves and cited Abe Lincoln for it. Shut the hell up. And doing this all while the gospel singers are singing. Where's the duct tape? Shut the hell up. There are just so many moving parts here. So let's start with one at a time, okay? So I'd like to say this first and foremost. Y'all know I don't rock with Trump, therefore I don't rock with anybody who is affiliated with him or who supports him. Therefore, Kanye West is going back into the corner. Is he staying there for a year? No, we're gonna have to give him more time because he obviously didn't get it the first time. And it hurts my feelings to have to do that. I still love him, but I'm gonna have to love him from a distance because that's not something I support. I think it's despicable. I think it is so tragic to see his fall from grace the way it's been. I am just so disappointed. Oh, not in you, honey bunch. Not in you. She heard what I said and thought I was upset. I'm not. Okay. But I would like you to behave. Thank you. All right. Anyway, a lot of people have been saying, well, if you read a history book every once in a while. The only reason why I don't say that is because I know that Black folks have a very complicated history with American history, in terms of American history telling the truth, not whitewashing things, not, covering things up, not omitting things. It's not taught like in regular school or whatever. So I never get on people for quote unquote not knowing certain things that have to do with Black history, because we're not taught our own damn history correctly anyway. However, this is Kanye West we are talking about. This man has unlimited resources. He could shut down entire museums and just rent it out for the day and learn shit if he wanted to. He could do all that, and he's choosing not to, and that's my problem. I'm gonna need you to get your shit together and get your facts straight before you want to go blabbing off at the mouth in front of a Utah crowd because you feel comfortable. Because let's not get it twisted. He did not pull that here in Chicago because he knew better. He knows his city. He knows that we wouldn't be going for that. So he's getting the big L. And a lot of people are saying,
well, I told you so, I told you so, I told you so.
Something I'm still learning to do is to not beat myself up for choosing to have compassion, for choosing to give somebody else a second chance, especially when that person was showing changed behavior, or at least stopped doing the problematic behavior over the course of a year's time. Even though that was a great experience he cultivated and I got from it what I needed to, what he did after that was just completely unacceptable. I can't rock with dude anymore. As long as he's this way, I can't. It's this gross use of power and misdirection of influence that I am disappointed in, because he did not do any of this up until now when it came to this whole Sunday service thing. And he done brought God into it now too. I'm jumping ship. I can't. I will always love you, but stay your ass in that corner till you learn your lesson and think about what you did. I'm gonna skate past honorable mentions for the big L's because we got a big W, a big W to get into. And I'm sure you've guessed it by now. Tyler Perry has definitely earned himself the big W for this week, okay? Say what you will about Tyler Perry, say what you will about Madea, say what you will about that damn Acrimony film that I still refuse to watch because I heard about the 2 hours that people wasted and about how they don't know how Taraji even got on the boat in spite of all that. Tyler Perry has been out here doing amazing things for years. And then now he goes and gets not only his own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, but legit owns his own production studios now. Not just studios, but company in general. He owns it. It's 330 acres of land. Bigger than Warner Brothers Studios, Disney Studios, and Paramount Studios combined, y'all. That is a huge deal. Tyler Perry has been putting Black people on for years, and it definitely didn't stop here. He said, y'all don't want to honor Black folks? I'm gonna honor the Black folks that I put on, okay? He had, a little Walk of Fame thing out at his studio for like the opening of it. China McClain got her own star. Of course, Tika Sumpter got her own star. Diane Carroll, R.I.P. Of course, Oprah Winfrey. Just all these amazing Black folks who, may or may not get the recognition that they deserve, and just boosting them up even more. This man used to be homeless. Now he owns something, specifically ours. Yes, it's his, but he has made it clear that it is ours as Black folks, as Black creators, as Black people. I just think we need to give credit where credit is due. I'm so happy for him. I am so overjoyed for Black Hollywood in general. Like, we low-key have our own spot now to do what we want to do. We ain't gotta ask nobody else for crumbs and stuff like that. We can just go get our own. Like, that is such a big move. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for him. I'm happy for us. I love us for real. Now for final thoughts. Hello, Mizzou, M-I-Z. Happy homecoming, y'all. I wanted to shout y'all out because we literally started homecoming. Everybody else who went to a different school, sorry not sorry, we literally started it because we were playing KU and we needed to get all of our alum back to kind of like amp up the crowd. 108 years ago, homecoming was created. Here we are. You're welcome. And just think, if it wasn't for homecoming, Beyonce wouldn't be able to do her homecoming performance at Coachella, meaning that we helped create history. You're welcome 2 times. I love my institution, and it's not because of the institution, because F y'all for a lot of things, okay? I'm talking specifically about Black Mizzou. There are so many different Black people who exist within Black Mizzou, and to see that as an alum who graduated in 2015, to see that still going on, seeing kids still thrive on campus as Black students because you've decided to hold each other up with the Legion of Black Collegiate, with the Gaines Old and Black Culture Center, Mizzou Black Men's Initiative, Mizzou Black Women's Initiative, all the NPHC organizations, the NAACP on campus, all the different orgs that have to do with different schools. Black folks have been doing it on campus. I just wanted to highlight y'all because I will and have always loved y'all. It doesn't matter that I've already graduated. It doesn't matter that I have a brother who currently attends as a junior and who's doing his thing. Word up to Ryan. What matters is that together we thrive. You know, we turn up together. We fail together. We build together. You know, that is what Black Mizzou has always been. That's why homecoming is so important to me. Aside from having pride as a Mizzou Tiger, I get to go back and see close to 2,000 of my closest friends. Just know that we were all in this together at one point. We have all been through so much stuff together as Black Mizzou and as students, okay? People look at us and wonder how we're able to just be like this and be at a PWI and still thrive. It's because we have each other. You know, word up to HBCUs, y'all are doing it, y'all always have. It's just, I believe that Black folks at PWIs also have it too. And no matter where you go, when you're Black, you glow. And that is the point, okay? That we glow at Mizzou. You see me glowing right now just talking about y'all. With that said, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. Happy homecoming, y'all. I wish you infinite freedom and perfect peace. This has been CareFreeBri. See you guys next week.